Harvard's ranking has historically dropped to its lowest. So, well, which program should you choose? How about an MBA? Or perhaps the very popular data science and computer science programs at Alpha? I would like to talk about recommended programs that will maximize your income. So, shall we take a look at the rankings? Yes. This is from the Financial Times. The latest is the business school rankings that came out yesterday. Well, regarding this FT ranking itself, there are various perspectives. As for Harvard, in this FT ranking, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, I guess. Well, it seems to be tied for 13th place. It was written as tied with Cornell. Yes. Well, that's right. First place is, well, O, and second is Columbia. That's how it is.
Yes, please. The article.
That's right. Yes. The 2025 Financial Times MBA rankings. Harvard plunges to its lowest rank ever. It was published. Whoa. But could you read just this part? Harvard Business School MBA program plans to.
The part below, the next one or two lines, one more. Yes, the red part, just that part. Well, lowest rank ever. Well, the lowest in history.
Yes, it became 13th place and it's tied with Cornell. So, yes. Last year, well, the quarter of the graduating class, last year, the job placement rate was very low. So about 25% of the people, well, even after 3 months, their job placement, that is employment, was not decided. So that was a significant crater, a rolling decline. And it says that this might have contributed to the drop in this year's ranking.
Yes, thank you. Now, about what we discussed earlier. Please go back to the rankings. Well, there are probably two significant points regarding Harvard University's lowest ever rank in the recent rankings. One is, as I mentioned earlier, about Harvard Business School, specifically regarding the various factors contributing to its current position in the academic world, including its reputation, faculty, and student achievements. I think it's about the delay in transforming their program. They are based on case studies. Whether it's learning finance, accounting, or data, everything is based on cases. I also took case study classes during my Chicago MBA, using many Harvard cases, of course. But you know, there's something about that. Cases are really about application or practice. In the Chicago MBA, for example, you study the textbook thoroughly. And there's a theory class that lasts about an hour and a half. You learn the theory, and then you read cases that are based on that theory, discuss them in groups, and then in class, everyone would further discuss it together, which was the Chicago way. I found that to be really great. I think it was well balanced. The theory and the cases, you get to learn both, and it really sticks in your mind. However, I thought that if it were just cases, it would be quite challenging, as I experienced in the Chicago MBA. And now, as we enter an era dominated by technology, AI, and data, as well as finance, I think it would be quite tough without a solid understanding of theory. As a result, I think it's indeed true that recruiters are recognizing this. Also, Harvard itself focuses on business development. And then, as you know, it was indeed exceptionally strong in consulting, right? Now, with the rapid shift to the AI era, the consulting recruiting has become quite, well, it's cooled down. As a result, schools like Harvard, Kellogg, UCLA, and other so-called consulting schools are probably taking a big hit. So as a result, the number of recruitments by consulting firms has decreased due to the emergence of AI, leading to a reduction in placements in areas where Harvard excels. That's the trend. So, as I mentioned earlier, in today's era, it's all about finance, tech, AI, and data. You really need to go to a school strong in those areas, as it will significantly boost your career. Harvard itself is a very good school, but their quick shift towards that is indeed business. Their case studies are used worldwide, so I think they have value, very much so. However, it's a school that is entirely dedicated to that platform. I think there are circumstances that make it difficult to change quickly. Therefore, quite a few of those, in terms of placement, or rather, many people struggle with recruiting and end up failing. As a result, it dropped all the way to 13th place, and that's the factual part. And another thing is, well, to begin with, how reliable is the Financial Times ranking anyway? There's an issue with that. Well, this is just our perspective, but compared to something like US News, we kind of wonder how accurate this ranking really is. It feels a bit off. For example, if you could really go up a bit. Ah, okay. So for instance, you see things like IESE being ranked third. Or what's this at fourth? Something like Italy's SDA Bocconi. So, what's the reason for them being ranked above MIT? And then you see ESAID at eighth, and if you go further down, you find SEIBS at ninth. Then, as you go further down, there's talk about Harvard being tied with Cornell at 12th. Also, you see something like Shanghai University at 15th, and for some reason, Chicago is ranked 17th. And Stanford isn't included, right? It's not included. Yes, that's right. Basically, it's a ranking that makes you wonder, how reliable is this? And as for the Financial Times, who owns it now? It's owned by Nikkei. Nikkei Shimbun acquired it, so I think there might be some advertising elements involved. In other words, the places that pay money get higher rankings. It's something that Nikkei often does. Or something like that. Yes, exactly. So I think it has a strong element of being more like a job placement ranking. Just because Harvard dropped to 13th place, it doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that. The review of Poets and Quants that you saw earlier was similar, yeah. It was a neutral comment, suggesting that it's better to look at various rankings. Although the headline was written in a catchy way, it was relatively balanced. It's neutral, in a way. That's how it was written, you see, as it was originally intended. So it's like another point of reference, in essence. However, as I have previously mentioned earlier, the initial point is that it's a fact that Harvard hasn't fully caught up in the realm of areas like finance, such as data and artificial intelligence, AI. Yeah, it seems like it will take a bit more time. And Harvard seems to be leaning towards the corporate side, so it feels like they might have given up on that. Basically, there used to be a term called M7, right? But now we're entering an era where it's not necessarily the best choice to go to M7. So let's talk about where is good, shall we? Finally. Yes. Yes. Choose an MBA program that is strong in both finance and data science, and I think this is probably the best option. If you go to a school strong in finance and data science, you can really aim for big tech companies as well as investment banks. You can enter top-ranked positions in asset management companies, hedge funds, or corporate firms and earn the highest salaries. I think you can get the highest salaries, yes. Here, when it says single degree, it means just an MBA. However, within the MBA, there are various courses like accounting, finance, and marketing, and data science is also included. Both are quite strong. Both finance and data science are strong. When we say MBA single degree, it means MBA. And where is that? For example, the first one is Wharton. At the University of Pennsylvania, there's something like a quantitative finance major, and there's also something like AI and analytics for business. The second one, or rather the next one, is MIT Sloan, which has something like a finance track. There's also something like a data science analytics certificate using the Gaunt method. This is available both full-time and for working professionals through the MIT Sloan Fellows Program. Columbia also has programs like the Value Investing Program and Data Science Advisory. There are electives called discus selectives, so you can generally take them as electives. Also, the University of Chicago Booth is very strong, with its analytical finance program being famous for a long time, and they also offer a course on big data and machine learning for business. Also, there's NYU Stern. As you know, NYU is very strong in computer science and data science, and some people go there just for that. There are also people currently taking the Tandon Bridge program, which is a program that allows you to enter NYU's computer science without a test, and I think almost 100% get in, even at Alpha. So originally, they are very strong in data-related fields, particularly in computer science, and they even have specializations like fintech. They also offer programs like data science for business, and even an MBA in quantitative finance, which is for quants. They have a master's in quantitative finance as well. So this school is really strong in both finance and data science. Additionally, there are quite a few people who want to pursue a dual degree, so I'll mention it briefly. There's a dual degree in finance and data science. This includes programs like MIT's Business Analytics dual degree, which is great for those aiming to become quants, traders, work in hedge funds, or in tech-driven asset management in fintech. Also, there's Wharton's MBA and engineering data science. This too. I think it's great for those who want to go into areas like regular analysts, data-driven PE, or fintech strategy, no? Also, Columbia Business School and engineering are working together, so you can combine a lot of things. There are options like MBA, engineering, and applied science. There's also business analytics, which you can combine with it. And since it's New York, there's also investment banking and risk. Comments or consulting, that they have strengths in those areas. Columbia also offers a master's in financial engineering, so some people go for an MBA and then move on to financial engineering, eventually joining hedge funds or asset management. Such combinations are possible. I think this is quite a strong option. And then Chicago is strong in data science. Computer science is very strong in areas like data science, and they offer dual degrees as well. Quite a few people are now opting for an MBA along with a dual degree. Yes, and especially hedge funds, after all. Hedge funds with a focus, algorithmic trading, fintech startups, and so on. Also, large cap asset management. For those who want to go into these areas, I think Chicago Booth is the best place. Yes. Yes. So, well, that's right. If you want to do finance and data science, then it's MIT Booth, which is Chicago, Columbia, and Stern. For those who want to pursue a more quant-focused career, I think it would be good to go dual. And for those who are more interested in management or business, well, a single MBA is sufficient. For those who want to go into the quant field, I think it would be good to take a dual program with an MBA and data science. By taking a dual program, your options expand significantly, allowing you to enter areas like quantitative finance, hedge funds, HFT, hedge fund risk management, data-driven investment management, fintech, AI, or blockchain. Ultimately, the combination of the business aspect of an MBA and data is something that I believe is essential in every industry. Moreover, these talents are highly sought after by top companies across various industries. And so I strongly feel that the world is increasingly valuing people who have studied both MBA and data science because they are in high demand. Conversely, if you pursue a master's in either or both fields, you can truly have opportunities in finance at companies like GAFA and in global business corporations. Yes, and the annual salary is typically around $300,000 or $200,000. As mentioned earlier, the average salary after graduation is probably around $250,000. So it's roughly in the range of 250,000 to 300,000, 350,000 to 400,000. And that's in US dollars after graduating from an MPS program. You can earn a salary of around 250,000, 300,000, 350,000, or $400,000. That's what it means, especially for those in the sciences. For example, those who have gone to graduate school or pursued a doctoral program. There are quite a lot of such people recently. Yes, in companies, people working as engineers doing research or working as researchers are also very well suited. So, relatively speaking, even those from the humanities who want to use data, try computer science, or say they like it and are studying on their own. Quite a few of them come as well. Without a doubt, this is the direction to go. By going this way, you can conquer the world. So, by all means, we, including myself, have been to places like Chicago, the Chicago MBA, and Goldman. So, I understand the strategies for these schools inside out. Yes, definitely. If you're interested, please consider taking this ultimate program of MBA and data science as soon as possible. Without a doubt, you can update your skills, Ikke, to match the times and become the strongest global leader. And of course, there are places where you can still make it in time. This September. So, for those who want to be ready by September, please come early. Or since there are often first rounds around October, many people are already coming to prepare. We handle everything from resumes, essays, recommendations, test preparation, interview preparation, to campus visits. Yes, please consult with Alpha as soon as possible. Yes, if you head in this direction, I believe your career will take a completely different path, so please feel free to consult with us